also learned an intro. We've learned a crotch throw for defense, and we've learned a leg lace and parterre. All right, so we're going to review both of those things, and we're going to be introduced to a front headlock and a gut wrench. Right?
Yeah.
All basic things that are different about freestyle than you're used to with folk style. Keep in mind, I'm gonna re-emphasize this every chance I get, that the stuff you do in folk style still works. It still works. And in fact, especially defensively, I want you to go to that stuff first. For instance, we've learned a crotch throw. How many people don't know what a crotch throw looks like? Okay, perfect. So most of us know what a crotch throw looks like. That doesn't mean it's our go-to right away. All right? In freestyle, just like folk style, if Angel shoots a high C on me, my go-to is not going to be to step over here and try to get a crotch throw. My go-to is going to be to square my hips and stuff his head. All right? But if I don't get to score in this position, my crotch throw is what I go to next. All right? Angel's a great partner for this because he does a good job of keeping the hips under him and his back straight. All right? So my go-to is to stuff his head and square my hips. All right? But by doing that, I didn't get him all the way down, but I did get my angle. And my angle is what I need for my crotch throw. So it's perfect. All right? So he has to be a good partner and keep a strong base. So I've gotten my angle. My main objective with my angle is I don't want his shoulder buried in my crotch or in my gut. I got to slide this out a little bit. So I'm stuffing and squaring my hips like I'm sprawling. He keeps a good stance, but I do get that little angle that I need. All right? It's perfect. Now, I've also, another thing to focus on is I've gotten such an angle that my foot is almost next to his back foot, which is just what I need also. All right, now I'm going to rotate so you guys can see. Rotate with me, Angel. Okay. Now I'm in my loaded up position. I'm in my squat position. I'm in a good stance. Angel's going to stay where he is, but if he were to move away from me, I'd still be in a good, stay where you are. If you were to move away from me, I'd still be in a good stance. I'm ready to explode my hips forward. All right, just like any other throw, I need to pop my hips and go into my back arch. All right? My lock is very important. My trail hand is going to come up the bucket. I need my forearm right up the bucket. I'm not picking up his leg. All right, I have to control the core of his body. That's the way you have to be thinking about it. My inside hand is going to be like weaving over the ribs, under the leg. My trail hand comes up the bucket and I lock. Now my hips, I'm going to pop forward. What I'm not going to do is sit to my butt. Too many of us are just going to sit back and fall to our butt. I need to pop my hips forward, arch my back, and look in the direction I'm throwing. Angel's in on my right leg, so that means I'm going to be throwing over my right shoulder. Here's my lock. I'm going to pop my hips forward, look over my right shoulder, and arch. Now you'll also see Angel did a great job of scrambling right back up to his stance. And it's important that I do the same thing. Because if I just throw and release, if he hangs on to my leg, he's going to take me out. Alright? So again, Angel's shooting his high C. Immediately I'm stuffing the head and sprawling. He did a good job of keeping his position, but I got the angle I need. I now go to my lock. Thread the needle, up the bucket, pop my hips, and throw. Right? That's what it'll look like. And that's why you guys see, if I just stayed on my hip after I threw him, he did a good job keeping his stance, he would have gotten his takedown. So right away, you're popping your hips, throwing, and coming back over on top. You guys got it? You're going to break into groups of 3, so we have a little bit more room to work with. Watch your areas. Look behind you before you throw. Got it? 3, 2, 1.
Guys, it's not